Hello. I know I haven't done a video for a few weeks because I've been busy, a lot going on. But yeah, this video I'm going to be talking about things people do or say about my conditions that annoy me. And I'm sure they're annoying to other people as well. Basically, first thing I've got a list here that I've written. And basically I'm doing this because I've seen a lot of it going around lately. I've also had a lot of it lately. And a lot of the time it is people just trying to be friendly and helpful, and things like that. And they don't realise that they're being annoying. They don't realise they're being ableist. They don't realise. Sometimes they do realise and they do it deliberately to annoy you. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, I've got a list I've written of things that annoy me. First thing on my list is comparing my conditions with other people's. Now you might think, why is that annoying? It is because every condition, every disability and every illness is different. There are different sets of symptoms. There can be multiple conditions in one person. Like me, I have 3, 4 conditions. I have Marfan syndrome, which I was born with, osteoarthritis and fibromyalgia, and also possible Asperger's syndrome or autistic spectrum disorder. I'm still waiting, trying to get the diagnosis for that. Doctors still keep telling me, yes, you do have it, but it's pointless diagnosing you because you're an adult. But that's a different video. But yeah, comparing my condition to others. Now, this might be people saying to me, oh, it can't be that bad. My friend has lupus and they're still able to get up and they go out and have fun all the time, and they're always out night clubbing. They always go and do like this, that and the other. And and I'm like, okay, that's great for them. Brilliant that they're still able to function like a normal human being with their condition. But have they told you what medication they take every day? Just so they can function like that? Have they told you how much pain and exhaustion they're in afterwards? Do you see your friend every day, all day? And do you see what they're like when they're at their worst day? No, you don't. You only see them on their best days, on these days when they're out night clubbing with you. And a lot of the time, people, all they see is the positives. And a lot of the time, people only focus on the positives because they don't like the negatives, because the negatives bring them down, So don't compare my disabilities or my illnesses with other people's, especially if you haven't seen the full effect of my disabilities, the positives and the negatives, And that's the first one on the list. Second one on the list, people that treat me and tell me that I'm a hypochondriac or that I'm a drama queen. It's all in my head, and I'm lazy. All I need to do is just eat healthier or do more exercise and I'll feel a lot better. Telling me that, yeah, you might be trying to be helpful, but you're not being helpful, because me eating salad isn't gonna miracle cure me. I'm not going to eat a bit of fucking kale and then be like, woohoo, I'm cured. You know, it doesn't work like that. You know, because it's not the food that's the problem. I eat healthy. You know, I eat corn. I eat a lot of oily fish with omega-3. I eat a lot of salads, a lot of fruit, a lot of veg. You know, I eat healthy. And that doesn't help. It may help a little, but it's no miracle cure. You know, and exercise, I can't do exercise, not a lot of exercise, because of my condition. I can't do weightlifting because my joints dislocate and I have muscle wastage and low muscle tone. I can't go out running or jogging because I have a very bad heart that could just basically explode if I do too much running or if I get my heart rate or blood pressure up too far. You know, I can't do yoga. People are always going on about yoga. Oh, you should try yoga. Oh, blah de blah. Yeah, okay, yoga, it looks good, but if I try some of those yoga poses, I'm going to dislocate near enough every bone in my body. And I have a few spine, so some of them yoga poses are totally impossible for me to get into. You know, so just exercise and healthy eating are not going to help, you know. So that's the second thing. Another thing on the list, people who give me their medical advice or lists of new miracle drugs, holistic cures, miracle diets and exercise regimens. Okay, again, these people might be trying to help. You know, they've said, oh, you know, have you tried this new coffee thing? I mean, lately I've had a lot of it on the certain pages on Facebook. I've had people trying to sell me these miracle coffees and miracle pills, saying, oh, they're really good. They boost my energy. I drink one and I can go all day. Okay, I'm glad that works for you. I can't drink coffee. Again, my blood pressure, I'm not allowed to get it too high. I've got to keep it as low as humanly possible. So, coffee, bad idea. Anything, any energy drinks, caffeine or anything like that, very bad idea for me. You know, just one of those could end up killing me. So, you know, so I'm not interested in all that. And telling me about pain medications that they've tried. Oh, have you tried this medication? Have you tried that medication? You know, oh, you should try this. My friend swears by it. Blah, 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 blah. Don't you think I've tried everything imaginable? You know, I've tried it. I've tried all sorts, you know, and people keep going on at me as well about acupuncture. Okay, it does look interesting, but I have hypersensitivity in my skin. And also with the ASD, I have sensory overload issues and things like that. So a small needle, pinprick, whatever, to them just feels like a small little prick. To me, it feels like someone's stabbing me to death. You know, so I'm not going to put myself through that torture. I'm already tortured enough with this illness. I don't need to add to it. So yeah, that's the next thing on the list. Here's the next one. Invisible illness and disabilities ignorance. So this will be people who tell me I can't possibly be as sick or disabled as I claim I am, because I was able to get out of bed and go hang out with friends yesterday. Okay, yes. For instance, let's say I was, like the other day, I was able to go out to a disabilities nightclub for the first time. I haven't been to a nightclub in years. Um, and there's a local bar that runs a disability nightclub, a disability night, once a month. So I went with my sister who is blind and my partner. I was able to go there, have a few drinks, chat to people, all that sort of thing. And I was fine during the night. But then when I got home, I crashed out asleep. Then the next day, for a couple of days afterwards, like 3 or 4 days, I was in a lot of pain with my legs, my ankles, my hips. I had trouble walking, so I was stuck indoors all day doing nothing. So yeah, I may have been able to go out and do that then, but today, not so much. Because I have good days and bad days. Sometimes the medication will work, sometimes it won't work as well, It's basically luck of the draw. And just because I'm having a conversation with someone and I'm able to put on a smile and be like, oh, hello, how are you? I may look fine doing that, but that doesn't mean I'm not in pain. I've had years of practice, of putting on a brave face. Because if I were to sit there and show everybody how I was really feeling, then I'd get, oh, you're a drama queen, you're a spoil sport, you always bring everyone down. And I can understand that. I don't want to bring everyone down, especially if we're out having fun as friends. I don't want to ruin the night and ruin their time. So I'll just put a smile on and be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Hi, how are you? So yeah, that's the next thing. The next one is ableist people who think or tell me that I can't do something because I'm disabled, so they talk to me and treat me like I'm a dumb baby. I faced that a lot in my life, right from when I was a little kid. Now I'm not boasting or anything. I am quite intelligent, quite clever, although I don't show it a lot. Because I don't like to be, oh, look at me, I'm the brainiest person in the room, everyone pay attention to me. I'm not like that. I like to blend in and fit in, So if I was with another person and we were having an intelligent conversation about, I don't know, space or science or something, I'd be in my element and I'd conversate and everything. But if we were just sat there telling fart jokes, I will tell fart jokes as well, And I hate it because I'll tell you a story. This was one of the first time, the worst things I have faced, the worst times I have faced ableism. I was about 13, 14 years old. I'd just come out of hospital from spinal surgery because I had scoliosis due to the Marfan syndrome, so I had to have spinal fusion. And I had to use a wheelchair for a couple of months. And I had a couple of months off school as well. And there was one day when me and my mum were sat at home waiting for a social worker to arrive because they were coming round to see if they could give my mum any extra help with me because my mum was a single parent and dealing with 2 disabled children, one child with like ADHD and one relatively normal child, my sister, one of my younger sisters. So, the social workers were coming around to see if they could give my mum any extra help. And I remember the social worker knocked the door and my mum answered and said, oh, come in, you know. The woman come through the door and she walked into the living room. I was sat in the wheelchair watching TV. And the woman walked up to me and started talking to me like I was a baby. And I was mortified. I was thinking, why is she talking to me like this? You know, what? I'm not stupid. I may be in a wheelchair, but I'm not stupid. And I was thinking, in a minute, if she doesn't stop talking to me like that, I'm going to have to say something. And she was like, oh, you know, how are you? You know, and I was like, I just said, look, love, no offence to you, but I'm not a baby. I'm not stupid. I've had spinal surgery and I'm in a wheelchair. I've probably got a higher IQ than you, so can you please stop talking down to me? My mum was in the room at the time and she heard me say this to the woman, and my mum had to leave the room as quick as she could. And the woman went white and was very shocked and was like, didn't know what to say. So I just turned around and carried on watching TV. And I could hear my mum in the kitchen giggling. And then my mum, a while later, come in with some cups of tea and they sat there talking. And the social worker couldn't wait to get out of the house. And she was like, oh yes, we'll try and help, we'll do this, we'll do that. And then she disappeared. And my mum said to me, after she closed the front door, she said, well done for that. And I was like, yeah, why was she talking to me like that? And my mum said, because she's ignorant. You don't need to listen to ignorant people, and that was good standing up for yourself to her. You know, so from that day, I've always tried to stand up for myself when it comes to that. I hate ableist comments. I hate ableist people. I may be disabled, but I'm not stupid. You don't need to treat me like I'm stupid. You don't need to treat me any different than you treat other people, really, in that sense. If there's something I cannot do, I will openly say I can't do that. You know? So you don't need to be ableist and come up to me thinking, oh, okay, we're all going, you know, out for a walk. Oh, you're disabled, you can't walk, so yeah, we're not going to ask you. You know, and just tell me I can't come. Why not just invite me along anyway, and I'll say whether I can come or whether I can do it or not, you know? So I think that was the last one on the list, to be honest. Yeah. There are a lot more things, but I didn't want this video to be too long. It's nearly 20 minutes long now, so... But yeah, if there's anything that able-bodied people do that annoy you, or anything they do or say about your conditions, let me know on my Facebook page, Suki's Vlogs on Facebook. You know, because it's a lot, I've faced a lot of it recently, and I've seen a lot of it recently as well. And that on all the pages I'm on Facebook, people being treated this way. And I just thought it's really annoying, and it's something that's been on my mind lately a lot because of it. So I thought I'd do a quick video, you know, about it. So yeah, do go check out my Facebook if you're on Facebook. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Do feel free to share, to like, to subscribe and everything. Thanks for watching. See you all later.